All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's community meeting for Project K3s. My name is Oren. I'm the community manager. Today is October 14th, and that's official community meeting by CNCF, which means we have to follow the code of conduct and be nice to each other. That call is recorded, so if you don't feel like being recorded, don't be on camera. You can leave now and watch later, or just turn off your camera. That said, I'm gonna send the link to your community notes into the chat for the folks who wants to add their topics and their names and to kick it off. So I sent that previously, but I see nothing added for today much. So I believe that is going to be very or rather short meeting today. I have two things. Again, I'm not sure last time who joined. Just to share that the lightning talk for KubeCon was accepted. So if you want something to be featured on that lightning talk, we have a 5 minutes of fame on the first day of KubeCon. The plan is for now I to do that. So if you want something to be mentioned on stage, like the incubation and some other important stuff that are going on with the project, just drop me a line or something so I can feature that into the slide deck and then talk about it on stage. The other thing for KubeCon is that we have a kiosk as a sandbox now. We're going to have one slot on Wednesday. So once again, ask for everyone, if someone joining KubeCon, to reach out so we can share the kiosk together. That's everything on my list for today. As I said, nobody else added anything. So is there anything to discuss? Any news? Anything?
I don't think anybody had anything specific, Orlin, but I had noticed that it's mostly our devs, joining these a good amount of the time. And I was curious if we could do anything more to get people's interest in these sorts of meetings.
Yeah, I'm doing that by speaking with and posting around whenever I can and asking CNCF to repost and everything. I think that meeting it's a bit late for our European friends. As I said, it's like 8 o'clock my time right now, so it's 7 for most Europeans, Central Europeans. For the rest of the folks, I think we still don't have enough traction within the community that we do that kind of meetings. So that takes time. And I can speak from experience for other projects. It can be months and years to get some traction and to get more people in to share their stories or ask questions or get involved in that regard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a process. It's not there are a few stuff that we can do, but then we just have to be persistent with what we do, and people can expect to happen and to be able to join. For example, in the European one, which is next week on Tuesday noon my time, there are folks joining, surprisingly not from SUSE only. So there are folks from other companies joining just to listen or to be, I don't know, to figure out what's going on with the project.
Nice. Okay.
But on the contrast of this one, that other meeting is missing totally the maintainers team from SUSE. It's only me and Manu joining primarily. So and maybe someone from Brazil. Depends on the time schedule. But so it's kind of it's different. But yeah, that's one of the things that I'm gonna definitely use the time on Keynote on KubeCon to urge people to join and share their stories and ask questions and get involved in the project if they feel like it. So yeah.
Awesome. That sounds good.
All right, it's super quiet. I'm gonna ask once again if someone wants to share something, anything interesting, or do we, for example, I want to ask if we have some reported issue with the new release, for example. I'm not sure who can take that, but
Yeah, I think so for the upcoming release, upstream just delayed by a week this morning. So that's for October patch releases, and that's mainly because there are go long bumps that need to be done, and I think they were just finished yesterday. So it's going to take a while to implement those. So we have a handful of bumps that we need to get in ahead of our release, at least.
Mhm.
So I think the main ones are Core DNS, hopefully Ingress and Nginx, and go long. So it's going to take a little bit, and it's going to be delayed as per what we were expecting. But yeah, that's what we need to be working on for the next week.
Mhm. Are you talking about 135 or?
So that'll be all the patch releases. So all
Yeah.
the supported releases right now,
Mhm.
that's 131 through 134.
I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I was selected to be part of the 135 release team again, part of the docs working group. So yeah, I was just curious if we can do something about that on that front. But if it's for the patch releases, then it's a totally different story.
Yeah, I don't think we've done any specific planning for 1.35 yet.
Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Cool. If if nobody wants to add anything to this one, it's gonna be very short for today. Which is my kids are gonna be super happy because I'll be on time for dinner. Okay. Once, twice, three times. Nobody wants to add anything. All right. So thank you very much for attending today. It was a very short one. I hope I can see you next time. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.